So welcome back to a new video. Today I want to talk about the difference between major and minor liquidity pools or liquidity, because I think a lot of people don't see the difference and just go for every liquidity that they see. But you need to understand that there's the difference between major liquidity and minor liquidities, because minor liquidities are more likely to not get taken out or even fake out people. So let's say we have like a big liquidity here. This is like a high time frame liquidity, right? And we have like a small time frame and a really bad minor liquidity here. It takes out this liquidity, a really good liquidity right there, and goes up. It takes out this liquidity. It will fake out a lot of people, even though it's just a retracement move. It will then react to this and actually go up again. So this is a bad liquidity or a minor liquidity that you shouldn't care about or aim for, you know? So this is why you need to understand the difference. And I'm gonna show you how you can use it for your advantage and actually maybe even combined smart money concepts with support resistance. Since if we have a minor liquidity, we don't care about it. So let's say we have like an impulsive move here after taking a big liquidity. Wait, like this. After taking a big liquidity here, I don't know, this is kind of a big liquidity. And we see that we build up like a kind of trend line liquidity. You can trade based off this and in combination with a fair value gap or something, if it's also in the Fibonacci range. So if you see that it actually bounces on this area here, I don't know, here, and it taps into the fair value gap, combining with this trend line liquidity, you don't have to wait until it takes out this trend line liquidity, because this is just a minor liquidity that doesn't matter in the overall picture. Since we just took this big liquidity, why should the market take out such a small liquidity for no reason? Obviously, if there's like a lot of bounces, but you get the point. It's really useless to take out this liquidity then, since we just already took out this big liquidity. Same for the opposite, by the way. If you see a liquidity here, it's probably not gonna retrace then, or it can even bounce on this and then go down, go into this fair value gap. It's probably gonna take this out, but it's not gonna react to it. It's probably gonna do this, okay? You need to find the real sweep here to understand where market wants to go, and then every sweep that matches with the trend or with the thing you want to do, you can count this, but you shouldn't be looking at sweeps that are kind of like this. You need to see the market as an overall AMD always. So we have our consolidation, right? We have our consolidation, I don't know, like this. I can mark it out with a box. Oops, that looks a little bit bad. Let's make it 50% and without this shit. Oops. You see that we have our consolidation, then we have our manipulation, and then it doesn't matter anymore. We have our distribution. It's always like this in the market. It always seeks for one big liquidity, and every liquidity that we see after is just kind of the it has to match with this overall liquidity, as you can see. So if we see a liquidity here, maybe this one will work because it's the 50% mark and the volume peak area probably. So this can maybe work, but overall we want to seek for the next big liquidity. So that's why I only make my take profit here on the volume area that could react off, because the volume just works like that, or this liquidity. And every liquidity on the way, it doesn't matter. This liquidity doesn't matter. If we had like a bounce here, this liquidity doesn't matter. It does not matter. The real point is the big liquidity here and maybe the volume area that it could react off. The other ones are just matching. So if you see like a sweep here and you miss this entry, but you see a sweep going into this fair value gap and it matches the overall picture, you can take it from here and trade it, okay? I want to quickly introduce my partner, my Flash Funding. I'm not just saying this because they're my partner. I really like this prop firm and I think it will be one of the biggest in the future. They have such a small profit target by just 6%, which is easily obtained by just two 1 to 3 risk reward trades. And if you want to get yourself an account, this is my code. Link is in the description. And let's go into the video. I'm going to show you examples in the market real quick. Okay, this is the first example, even though it's a bad example because it's news, but it still kind of shows what I mean. So we have our, why is it, where did it change again? Okay, wait, like this. Okay, you see that we had our consolidation here, we had the sweep into an order block kind of thing here, And then it didn't care about anything. Obviously, this was because of news, but if it was like a real chart, not with news, you would see the same thing. It didn't care about anything. It just went into the next thing here, because this was the sweep that we saw, and we don't care about anything else than this low. And we don't care about this low. We don't care about this low. We don't care about this low. We just care about the consolidation low. I mean, this is a good example as well. We see that we have our consolidation right here. This box again, we have our sweep right there. In higher time frames, it's a good sweep. This one looks like a really rough sweep, but in higher time frame, it is. It looks like it reacted to that, but this is probably just the volume area. Let's see. If you draw it from here to here, yeah, you can clearly see that it reacts off the volume area. You see that I'm not talking bullshit. Like, this is legit what I said, and you can clearly see that this one would have been a good first take profit. And then we see, perfect example once again, we see that we have a support resistance right there building up, not taking it, because it doesn't matter. They are not gonna take this minor liquidity. Why would they take a minor liquidity like this? You can mark it like this and maybe make it like a text below and call it minor liquidity. Why would they take this minor liquidity? You can even see that it bounces here again. It does not care about this minor liquidity if it doesn't match the overall picture, which is this sweep, because this is actually matching with the distribution. And once again, full TP hit because it went for this major liquidity. Oops, I pressed the thing, because it went for this major liquidity here. Can mark that out, major liquidity. Since this is the high of the consolidation. So we saw this as a major liquidity and as well, and this as well here. What I'm saying, this is not a major liquidity, this is a minor liquidity, that's why I didn't care about it. You can see that it kind of bounced on this liquidity, making it an even bigger liquidity. So now, after it took this liquidity, this could be a sweep, even though I don't think it is. And this kind of matches my kind of day cycle theory that I had, that I started but never finished. But you can see that this is kind of a consolidation now, even though it just made this. It could be better, but you can see that it stayed in this box. So this could be our consolidation right now, the manipulation. And now we enter distribution in higher time frames. This was something I was working on called cycle theory. If you want, I can make another video about this, but I never really finished it. But this looks like a good example of it, since we can clearly see that it went to it. By the way, here I lost the trade. Oh, did I? No, I actually didn't. This one worked out. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, this is kind of it. Can also take it from here to here, and we have this area again. So it either will react to this area or it will completely go for this low. This is probably my guess. So this is the point of reaction that we want to see, but you can enter if you see something like a good entry here, a sweep into the upside, matching with this overall sweep, and then we just want to see like something like this. This will be the reaction point, so take profit 1 here with some breathing room to the upside normally, and then we will see if it either wants to continue down, then it will probably go for all the way the liquidity down here if there's no news, or it will go up and actually go for this liquidity, because this is now our major liquidity if it doesn't match this sweep, since it could also be a bad sweep right there. So what I want to see here is just in low time frames here in 5 minutes, I want to see a good sweep or something like this. I don't know, the price movement is kind of bad right now. But you can see again that it took a minor liquidity. This is a minor liquidity because it took this trendline liquidity. But we do not care. We really do not care. Here's a minor liquidity once again. Maybe it takes it because this would be actually matching. And then this minor liquidity would have worked out, because I'm not saying it doesn't work out, never. But then this one would have worked out. It goes for this liquidity and something like an order block right there. And then we can enter after a fair value gap reaction or something like this. And then go for this liquidity maybe as first TP, second TP the volume area, and you could even aim for all the way down here, but that kind of only works if this doesn't show reactions, and for that we need to look at higher time frames once again, and we can clearly see already from just 1 second of looking, we had the move, retracement, now we have the up move again. So it will probably maybe retrace here a bit to take out this liquidity next, so it will either do it now here or after this. But that's kind of my guess for Euro JPY. And I think this is already the video. there's not much more to talk about. I think you understand what I want to say. Yeah. So if you like the video, like and subscribe, and also I have a Discord where I'm answering questions. So if you have any questions, you can just text me on Discord or like join the server and ask other people. They're on there. I'm making giveaways every day, not every day, every second week there. And yeah, this is the video. See you next time. Bye bye.